Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The 3 people killed in a devastating collision last week outside Mattawa have been identified. A 19-year-old Wachi man was sentenced to 2 years in custody today after pleading guilty to third-degree rape and assault. Our sunny late winter weather will continue through the week with wet and warmer conditions expected this weekend. All the details coming up in weather. A domestic violence case complicated by police mishandling of text messages was resolved Tuesday in Chelan County Court. Robert Gerald Hansen, age 49, had been charged with assault and stalking committed against his spouse, who alleged that Hansen strangled her last November. Chelan County Sheriff's detectives investigating the case were granted access to Hansen's cell phone, where they improperly read a chain of text messages between Hansen and his lawyer. That forced prosecutors to accept a plea agreement to gross misdemeanor charges of violating a protection order rather than the original felony charges. Hansen was released Tuesday from the Chelan County Jail, where he'd been held since early January on $500,000 bond. Investigators say they've wrapped up their probe into a fatal shooting by police that took place in Quincy 2 months ago. The multi-agency Central Basin investigative team was called in after the police in Quincy opened fire and killed a man at a local convenience store after he allegedly stabbed one officer. Team commanders now say they've completed their review of the incident and referred the case to Grant County prosecutor Kevin McCrae. The prosecutor must now decide if the police shooting was lawfully conducted. The 3 people killed in a devastating collision last week outside Mattawa have been identified. The 2 women and 1 man who died in the March 1st crash between their pickup truck and a garbage truck, as well as the surviving driver, were from Bolivia. Hilda and Ada Rodriguez were ages 29 and 25 respectively. Efren Flores Garcia was also 29. All 3 were pronounced dead at the scene of the accident, in which a Ford F-150 driven by Marcela Charca Gomez struck the garbage truck after failing to stop at a T intersection. It's about 2 miles southeast of Mattawa. Gomez remains in hospital care. Grant County Sheriff's deputies say the investigation into the cause of the crash is still ongoing. Yesterday, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency proposed adding the Upper Columbia River to its list of hazardous sites that are eligible to have cleanup financed by the federal Superfund Program. The Upper Columbia region includes about 150 miles of river valley above Grand Coulee Dam, where smelting operations have left high concentrations of lead in the ground. Governor Jay Inslee, the Spokane Tribal Council, and the Colville Confederated Tribes have all agreed the site should be added to the NPL. A final decision on the proposal could come as early as September. When we come back, the Wenatchee Valley College Sustainability Committee is launching a new presentation series called the Climate Solution and Climate Justice Series. And if you're a Wenatchee Wild mega fan with a few $100,000 to spare, you'd better dust off your eBay password. The Old Wild Team bus is up for sale. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect, no matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Around here, Jack Frost nips more than just your nose. That's why people here drive Honda. Dependable all-wheel drive with traction control, with heated steering wheel and seats to keep Jack Frost off your seat, which will make it very happy. And since it's no fun to fill up in this weather, isn't it cool that Honda is known for legendary fuel efficiency? Great deals are here now, and so is Mr. Frost. So see your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
Abby says thank you to all the hometown heroes making our community so great. If you know a deserving hometown hero, shoot us an email, hero@abbys.com. Every week, we'll thank some of these heroes with a free giant pizza. Abby's, proud to serve your community. Be a hero tonight. Treat your family and friends to Abby's famous hometown hero pizza. This giant features our classic pepperoni, tasty Italian sausage, and crisp green peppers for a one-of-a-kind legendary flavor. Visit abbys.com for a special pizza at a very special price.
So, how's Evan?
Well, he's all grown up now, but I worry about him.
So many dangers in the world. COVID, the environment, the opioid epidemic.
Yeah, I hear opioid misuse is on the rise.
I don't even know how to start a conversation with him.
This might help. GetTheFactsRx.com. There's a whole section on how to talk about opioids with your family.
Offer support, not judgment. Cool.
Talk to your family about the dangers of opioids. Visit GetTheFactsRx.com.
The Wenatchee Valley College Sustainability Committee is launching a new presentation series. The Climate Solutions and Climate Justice series will be kicking off with special guest speaker Chad Kruger, director of the Wenatchee Tree Fruit Research and Extension Center. Kruger's presentation, Climate Change and Agriculture in Eastern Washington, will cover climate change's direct impact on our local region and how to act against it. The event will take place on campus tomorrow in the Grove Recital Hall at 7 p.m. and is free to attend. A 19-year-old Wenatchee man was sentenced to 2 years in custody today after pleading guilty to third-degree rape and assault. Uziel Lopez Marino admitted to sexually assaulting 2 teenage victims in 2022 when he was 18 and to physically attacking a third in 2020. Wenatchee police arrested Lopez 15 months ago on reports that he'd raped both victims during parties at a Castle Rock Avenue apartment. He's been jailed since that time. Once released, Chelan County Judge Robert Jordan ordered that Lopez serve 3 years on DOC supervision and have no contact with his victims for 5 years. Lopez will also be required to register as a sex offender. If you're a Wenatchee Wild mega fan with a few $100,000 to spare, you'd better dust off your eBay password. The hockey team leadership is auctioning off the 2004 Prevost motor coach that carried the players to ice arenas across the Northwest and Canada. It's racked up about 640,000 miles in the process. The vehicle went up on eBay earlier this month. Buyers have until March 31st to put in their bid. The seller's asking price is $200,000 or best offer. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will introduce you to a Chelan County Regional Justice Center nurse who says the jail is routinely dealing with medical problems among those who were jailed and awaiting trial. Sunshine with seasonably cool weather through Friday with warmer and wet weather expected by this weekend. I'll have all the details coming up in your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents Wonders of Wooden Avenue.
Welcome to the newest and funnest fashion boutique on Wooden, featuring mountain chic clothing and men's footwear from UGG, Brixton, Sorel, and Free People. Walk on into the Tiffany Blue Building on the second block of Wooden and check it out.
It is nearly impossible to describe what you'll find in Lush Life. It's an eclectic collection of items from around the world. See it for yourself at the corner of Wooden and Emerson.
Wonders of Wooden Avenue, North Central Washington's premier shopping district.
In Digital Media Arts program, we learn about video production gear and editing by the combination of class projects and nonprofit work and employment.
It makes things happen.
Yeah.
It's pretty magical.
We work in the industry at the Wenatchee Wild, NCWLIFE channel, and the Town Toyota Center events. Every day we work with industry standard equipment for a hands-on learning experience.
Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today, and let's find your happy place.
Billy Tollickson is a registered nurse who oversees health care for the Chelan County Regional Justice Center, where she's worked for 22 years. She and her staff of 6 nurses tend to about 200 inmates daily. On the podcast Chelan County Connection, she said the jail is routinely dealing with medical problems among those who were jailed and awaiting trial.
This building was built in the early 1980s. So unlike a lot of the jails you might see on television, for instance, it's older. It doesn't have the direct supervision. So there's a lot of individual tanks and cells where our incarcerated individuals are living. We don't have an infirmary. So we don't have a hospital-like setting. We do have a clinic that we're able to see inmates in and do our assessments and treatments, but it's relatively small. Of course, it's a jail, so there's not a lot of windows. I don't, my office is not, is a lot of concrete. But yeah, we do have nursing staff. We do have mid-level providers that come in. I have a physician that oversees the mid-level providers. So we have a pretty good staff of medical professionals that work at the jail. That also includes 2 of our mental health professionals as well, who also happen to be nurses. We have a lot of short-term stays and we have quite a few long-term stays. So there's a lot of the acute care that will come in. We have your injuries and things like that, but we also have those people that are in need of chronic healthcare management. So your diabetics, your cardiac patients. A lot of it may be new diagnosis when they come in, something that we've found just by seeing them in clinic. There's a lot of orthopedic and things like that that have to be followed and taken care of. Often there's pregnancies. We have right now a lot of withdrawal assessments, a lot of detoxification. So there's a lot of a wide range of medical care that goes into correctional nursing. We see a lot of different ailments. Unfortunately, there is a lot of mental health issues in our area and not a lot of resources. So they do often end up in the jail, and our mental health professionals are able to deal with crisis. They're able to help with transition. They're able to help in the courts. Hopefully, our goal is to always get them hospitalized if it's possible. When I first started, although we had a lot more people in the jail, we used to contract with other different agencies. So we generally had a pretty large population, but I felt like the care and the needs weren't quite as serious. And so we were seeing a lot of acute issues every day. As the years have progressed, though, we're seeing a lot more chronic health care issues. Our population's getting older. The drug use is changing. Seeing a lot of different kinds of drugs in our area, unfortunately, including fentanyl. And so, yeah, it's really taken a turn as far as a lot of our nurses are focusing on the withdrawal and the detoxification part of it, the MOUD programs, the MAP programs, ways to treat these individuals while they're incarcerated. So it's definitely changed over the years.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Wednesday was a good one. Boy, lots of sunshine out there all over North Central Washington. And for our friends up north, this is our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera as we look outside our weather window from this afternoon. There's Pateras and there's Brewster. And look at all of that blue sky, and all of us enjoyed that throughout the day today. I don't think many of us minded that we're still slightly below normal as far as temperatures go when we see all of that sunshine. And that will continue once again for our Thursday. Lots of sun, generally dry. We'll call it seasonally cool with just temperatures slightly below normal. And we're going to be once again tomorrow into the mid-40s. And then as we get you into Friday through this weekend, we will see increasing clouds on Friday ahead of a pretty big Pacific storm. And then by Saturday, we will see a chance of rain and snow. Also, some snow possible in our mountain passes for Snoqualmie, Stevens, also Blewett could see a little bit of snow. And our best chance for rain will be Sunday night into Monday and maybe even into Tuesday. But remember, warmer temperatures along with it. 44 our unofficial high temperature today. 49 is our normal high for this time of year. And boy, what a beautiful one. Back in 2005, 65 degrees. That's our record high. 23 this morning, so that's 8 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. All those clear skies brought those cold temperatures overnight. Not too far off, really, 5 degrees off from our record low of 18. That was set in 1989. Sunrise 6:30 this morning and sunset 5:54. But remember, we turn those clocks ahead when you go to bed on Saturday night, so that's all going to change next week. Temperatures for our Thursday, they look nice. Upper 40s for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 48s there, 47 in Quincy, 46s then from Wenatchee up the Highway 97 corridor through Chelan and into Omak, 44 for Leavenworth, and 45 the high temperature tomorrow. Beautiful day in Kashmir. All right, tonight we can expect mostly clear skies, high pressure anchored off the coast of California, and that's bringing that ridge up and over the Pacific Northwest. Not many clouds to speak of tonight. Once again, that'll make for some chilly overnight lows in the low to mid 20s for Thursday. Look at all of that sunshine around Washington State. We'll see warmer temperatures than today. We're talking maybe mid to upper 40s in many locations for Thursday, and then we'll definitely see a warm up as we get into Friday. You can see all that air moving up from the south. That's going to come right into our area. Partly cloudy for Friday. High temperatures in those upper 40s. And then as we get you into the weekend, there's that storm I was telling you about. And boy, it's good size as well. It's going to continue that southwesterly flow. Maybe some breezy conditions at times. A 20% chance for rain is all on Saturday with high temperatures near 50. So we will be back to normal this weekend. On Sunday, here's that trough of low pressure formed right off the northwest coast. We'll see a 50% chance of rain on Sunday. Still going to be mild though, with high temperatures generally in those upper 40s. Maybe some mountain snow, but just be careful if you're traveling that way. Getting you into Monday, mostly cloudy skies, storm systems still off the coast. We'll see a 50% chance of mainly evening rain. High temperatures, how about this? Low 50s as we start off our next work week. Not going to matter much though. It's going to be awfully wet. Get a little bit of a break Monday night, and then morning time on Tuesday. Yeah, your commute's going to be a wet one. 70% chance of rain, maybe even some scattered showers by afternoon on Tuesday. Mostly cloudy, but mild. High temperatures again in those low 50s. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast. Overnight tonight, 24 degrees, and then we begin to warm up overnight. 46, beautiful day for Thursday. Pretty nice for Friday too. Just a few more clouds moving in the afternoon, and 48. And here's our showery weather as we begin our weekend. Not so much Saturday, a 20% chance of rain and 49, but then a 50% chance of rain on both Sunday and Monday. Highs in the upper 40s and low 50s. Looks like the best chance of the wet stuff will be on Tuesday. Mostly cloudy, a 70% chance for mainly morning showers, but mild. High temperature then once again at 51 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Kraken Hockey, baby. Big victory in Winnipeg last night. Andrei Burakovsky scored a power play goal with about 2 minutes left in the game, and they beat Winnipeg in Winnipeg, the final 4-3.
8 shots in the game, 6 taken by Winnipeg. No goals. Scheifele. Stick handle in. Brendan Dillon. Forced by Schwartz. Stolen by McCann. Here come the Kraken. Bjorkstrand. Schultz scores! Justin Schultz leaks it through Connor Hellebuck. 11:15 left to go in period 1. The Kraken off and running.
In Seattle's defensive zone, end up getting an odd man look here, 4-on-2. Schultz jumping up into the play. Nice feed right onto the tape. Get another look here as McCann kicks it out. Bjorkstrand to Schultz, on and off, and ends up beating Hellebuck through the 5-hole.
Eberle now in the off wing. Cuts. Good play by Pionk, recovering. Here come the Jets. Scheifele carries in onside. Connor scores! Kyle Connor. Well placed. A dart. 11:53 left to go in the second period. The game is tied. 3 seconds left in the power play. Josh Morrissey shoots one wide. Connor gets to it. Broken up. Gord springs McCann. Shorthanded. He scores! That's hockey, baby! Jared McCann does it again. Shorthanded goal. Back-to-back nights. And the Kraken have a 2-1 lead.
A one battle along the wall. Yanni Gord sends it to McCann all alone. McCann knows from the red line in, he's by himself. Head up the whole way. Right there up over the glove side and doesn't even have to make a move. That's how you know you have a elite NHL shot.
Morgan Barron, he'll dump it in. DeCord out to get it. He'll reverse it. Sandberg sends it deeper. Appleton in front. They score! Adam Lowry. A quick hitter. A late strike. 8.7 seconds left in the second period. We're tied at 2. Off the stick. Recollected by Connor Hellebuck. A steal by McCann. It deflects. Broken out by Mason Appleton on the off wing. In front. DeCord can't get it. Nino Niederreiter wills it home. DeCord reaching back in desperation. Couldn't get it. 18:43 left in this third period. 3-2 Winnipeg. Mason Appleton, the former Kraken, has 2 assists tonight. Adam Lowry has a 2-point game. He gets the secondary assist on the goal at $1.17. It's tipped in. Tomas Tatar. It's tuna time. A fling by Matty Beniers and a magic stick from Tatar. And the Kraken tie it.
Needed to get off the schneid. Hadn't scored for a while. The points have been tough to come by. You saw in the celebration how much that one meant. Great hand-eye. Tatar all alone out in front and just throwing that puck towards the net is Beniers. But I like the fact that Tatar gets to the front of the net, stays in front of the net, takes away the eyes of Hellebuck.
Andrei Burakovsky to the goal line. Jaden Schwartz, they play catch. Burakovsky again. Evans around the clock. McCann. Evans rubbed out, blocked by Appleton. He gets back up. Burakovsky for the shot. They score! Hey, what do you say? Andrei Burakovsky. It's a power play goal. The Kraken have a 4-3 lead.
Simple play, just getting the puck in, winning a battle, and now you end up firing the puck from up top, and Appleton forced to eat a shot over to Burakovsky, and right through and Sandberg as he goes down, and Burakovsky's going to take this puck, not a one-timer, head up the whole way, just shoots through, it ends up going, looks like off the glove side of Hellebuck and in. Deflection on his own, and a timely goal for Burakovsky as well.
Here we go. Larson to the wall. 15 seconds left. Morrissey gets it back from Ehlers. Passes across. Fumbled by Connor. 9 seconds. Pionk. Stopped by DeCord. 5 seconds left. To the point. Morrissey. He'll trap it. 2 seconds. A shot. Blocked by Larson. That's Kraken hockey, baby. A 4-3 win.
Next up for the Kraken, Winnipeg. Again, only this time it'll be in Seattle. That'll be at 7 o'clock on Friday. And then, believe it or not, and this rarely happens, no Kraken hockey over the weekend. They get Saturday and Sunday off. The Mariners have played 10, count them 10 spring training games. They've won 1. And they were lucky to get that one. Split squad games yesterday. They lost both of them. Guardians got the best of them 4-1. Rangers nipped them by 1, 10-9. The Mariners took on the Royals this afternoon at 12:05 in games that don't count. The Pac-12 Women's College Basketball Tournament is underway. Last year, the Washington State women won 4 games in 4 days, won the tournament. Can they do it again this year? We'll let you know tomorrow. They tipped it off at 2:30. The winner of that game will take on Stanford. After that, it's Arizona and the Lady Huskies. The winner of that game will take on USC. The Wenatchee Bighorns opened their second season with a loss. That was last Sunday to the Seattle Superhawks. Well, they now open their home schedule. 2 games this weekend for the Bighorns. They have, well, there's the schedule right there. Wenatchee native Sean Cooprider joined the organization in the offseason. He's now a co-owner, and he told me and everybody else that the fans are going to like this year's roster.
To have the ability to have the talent that we're going to be bringing to the marketplace, the level of talent, the athleticism, it really takes it up another level. It allows the kids that are in the youth leagues and the AAUs and the high schools to say, wow, you know, there's basketball beyond the Wenatchee Valley that's quite extraordinary. And most of our players come from other parts of the country. I think we have 2 players locally, and the other 10 are Mid-Atlantic, Southeast, Midwest, so we're bringing them in from all over the country. Most of the players have gone through college, either D1 or D2 or D3 level. Most of them have been in organized basketball in some form or fashion. What's different is that, you know, for some reason they've either fallen through the cracks because of COVID, or there's some family matters or issues that are really uncontrollable to them,
or they just want to keep playing basketball because they love it.
Exactly.
And they like the competition.
Exactly. And so they're looking for a platform, especially here in the U.S., not so they don't have to go abroad, to be able to you know, explore their path and what that next path is.
The Chelan Community Gym will be the home court for the team this year. They got games Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, it's the Emerald City Jaguars. They'll tip it off at 7 o'clock, and then the Seattle Superhawks in Chelan Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. Tickets are $10 a pop, and you can get them by logging onto their website, WenatcheeBighorns.com. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, we're down here at the Bunker, the headquarters of Vets Serving Vets. They have 2 significant fundraisers coming up. One's in April, one's in June. The one in June is with this guy, Bruce, and his Glad Song group. We have a great conversation with 3 really cool people on the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.